What is the Set the Choir Free method all about? Well, to answer this question, I'm going to start with a wonder. Why is it that when we put children and young people on a soccer field, they are completely able to express themselves with power, with life, with awesome energy? But then when we put the exact same children into a choir rehearsal room, something changes. They often lose their energy. Some become reserved, some become insecure, and very often they find it very hard to express themselves. And this happens although we, the choir leaders, are super awesome. We are enthusiastic, we are welcoming, we are well prepared. So why does this happen over and over again? Well, the answer is not found in the children, and it's not found in the music. This happens across cultures, ages, and different styles of music. Well, the answer is found in the teaching method. Think about it, the way that we teach a normal choir. We open the door, we welcome the kids in, they sit on their chairs, we tell them what to sing, when to sing, how to sing, and we direct the whole thing with our beautiful hands, and everything is controlled by us. This is how we have worked with choirs for ages. But when we work this way, we're losing something very essential. Because when singing is just about following the leader's control, singing slowly becomes obedience. And when singing is just obedience, we're missing out on the children's spark in their eyes. We're losing out on the spark that lifts the music from being correct to being alive. And this is why it's so hard to get singers to truly express themselves. So this is what Set the Choir Free is all about. It's a complete teaching method suitable for all choirs across ages and styles, with the mission of bringing more life and more well-being into children's singing experience. In this video, we're going to cover some of the essential parts of the teaching method. And we're going to start with one fundamental shift. We're going to shift from discipline to responsibility. And no, this does not mean weak leadership. And it does not mean that we're going to turn every decision into some democratic process. It only means that we're going to invite responsibility into the classroom. And we're going to do this in a meaningful and age-appropriate way. One example could be having young singers just be responsible for their own movements throughout a song. It's just absolutely fantastic to see how much they come alive when we dare to truly give them a voice. On top of this fundamental shift, Set the Choir Free offers a wide range of musical and pedagogical tools. And here is an introduction to some of them. First, we are going to take the traditional one-way communication and we are going to transform that into multi-directional communication. First, we're going to look at the communication between me, the choir leader, and the choir. It's no longer going to be one way, it's going to be two-way. I am going to invite the students to respond throughout the rehearsal, and I'm going to listen to their answers, not only in words and hand signals, which are awesome when you want to have answers from a lot of students at the same time, but also in the students' facial expressions, body language, and energy throughout the lesson. We, as choir leaders, can learn to listen to all these languages. And then we can adjust the teaching flow so that the students feel seen and heard. Secondly, we're going to add on communication between the singers. And this communication is going to be guided by us. And I call it guided interactions. Throughout the entire lesson, it's going to be a normal part of the flow that we ask the students to interact with each other. This can be words, a physical interaction, or just an eye contact. Singers are invited to connect, respond, and sing to, with, and for each other throughout the rehearsal. And because these interactions are guided, it does not mean chaos at all. Actually, it just increases the students' focus, their concentration, and the sense of responsibility within the group. This includes the choir body system, where the students sing in pairs or in small groups, and they get very used to copying each other's sound, each other's body language, and supporting each other. In Set the Choir Free, singing is experienced as something that happens with the entire body. Very often you see choirs who sit down, they watch the score, and then they learn the music, and then afterwards they add on some choreography or some movements. In Set the Choir Free, we turn this whole thing around. We learn tone, rhythm, and body expression at the same time. So this means that even while learning a song for the very first time, we're active with the body, and we're learning how the body feels and how it expresses itself through the music. In other words, expression and presence is not something that we add on afterwards. It is part of the learning process itself. This very physical approach to the choir work is supported by different tools, and one of them is called Status 1 to 5. This is a tool that we use to play around with different levels of energy and different ways of expressing yourself. At the heart of Set the Choir Free lies one guiding principle: well-being always comes first. So we continuously ask ourselves, what would create the greatest well-being for my students right now? This question guides our choices, our tempo, our structure, our way of leading. Well-being becomes the compass that helps us decide how to move forward, moment by moment, rehearsal by rehearsal. So well-being work is not something that we take a break from the music to do, it is the way that we make music. There are no pauses at all, there's just this one musical flow that flows throughout the entire rehearsal, full of connection, full of joy, and full of musical work. And when the students feel safe, connected, and engaged, the musical process accelerates, and rehearsals flow much more easy. Musical ambitions and well-being are not opposites, they go hand in hand. As I always say, we don't choose between well-being and great art, we achieve one through the other. So this was a short introduction to the thinking and some of the tools in Set the Choir Free. My name is Signe Sørensen, I'm the founder of Set the Choir Free, and as you're watching this video right now, I am building a complete teaching platform for choir leaders around the world, and it is my dream to inspire choir leaders to completely transform their classrooms. From a place of following instructions to a place of creation, connection, and deeply felt joy. And perhaps even a place where students gain the self-worth and the emotional and social skills that they need to navigate this beautiful, crazy world that we live in. So please join me on this journey, let's do this together. Let's set our choirs free.